Greetings, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 5 reasons for why you should self-publish rather than querying for an agent to traditionally publish. First off, I want to apologize if I sound blocked up or snotty because I'm sick. And I've been sick for the last couple of days. I didn't think I would even film a video for this week. But I have to remain loyal to my 10 trusty viewers. So, here you go. This is the only thing I could think of to do within a short amount of time, and hopefully make this video very short as well. Uh-oh. This could not be good. Oh, thank you, Jesus and Ozzy. All hail, Ozzy. Thank you for not knocking over my camera. Okay, so I could sit here and give you a bunch of reasons for why traditional publishing is good. Obviously, there's more exposure. You're going to reach more readers. You're going to have better editing most of the time. Not all the time, because there are some traditional publishers that just sort of get the book out there and they don't really take the time to make it as best as it could be, you know. Or as good as it could be. I am high on cold medicine, so I am sorry for my slips of tongue today. I don't know what my excuse is for every other video. But I usually see a lot of people talking about the downsides of self-publishing, and there certainly are a few, but I want to be positive today. So we're going to talk about the plus sides of self-publishing. Come here, buddy. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Can mommy film? You're like really looking into the camera. What do you see? Oh, is there a ghost? A ghost? Is there a ghost? Okay. For someone like me, that is both a control freak and a perfectionist, I like having the option to have my book edited as I want, to write it the way that I want to write it, to decide my cover art, to decide my formatting, my fonts, my page counts. I enjoy having that option. And you don't always get that option when you traditionally publish. Ozzy, I swear if you knock my camera down, I kill. Move slowly. Ozzy. Ozzy, come here. Walk in front of the camera. Yes, cat butt. Woo! Someone wants to be on camera too. Yeah. Usually it's brother, and now it's Ozzy. It's Ozzy, yes. I'm sorry. You're just so cute. Oh, my cats probably hate me. Just like everyone else in my life. Alright, you guys stay over here. So if you choose to self-publish, you have complete control over it because you don't have a boss. I mean, you are the boss. So, obviously that has its downsides because you get to control everything. So you have to figure everything out. But most of the things to do with self-publishing really are not that hard to figure out. I think for some reason people have this idea that self-publishing your own book is like a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of money, and it can, but it also can go very cheaply if you know what you're doing, and it's not hard to learn what you're doing. There are plenty of videos out there about how to like format your own covers and create your own covers. There are plenty of services out there that provide stock photos that you can play around with and use, and there's always the taking your own photo and using a cover template. I've done that a million times. I've drawn my own photo before. So if you're willing to put in the time and the effort, which it will take a lot of time if you want to do it right, self-publishing really isn't that expensive. It's just not. I don't know where the myth came from that it has to be very expensive to self-publish your own book. Probably the most expensive thing about self-publishing is hiring an editor. And there's a lot of us that don't do that. And we really should. But I'm broke. Reason number 2 that you should just self-publish your book is it's more personal. For some reason, and I don't know if this is true because I have not been traditionally published. The closest thing I got to traditionally published was by a vanity press, and that is a story for another day. But it feels like a lot of people that get traditionally published, they don't have that close connection with their fans. And it's probably because they have so many people that come to them at this time. Like, publishing a book traditionally, from what I know, is a big process. So the getting it out there means more than the building the reader base. Probably because you're already paid for your first royalties check or your cut, your advance. So you're not connecting with your readers as much because you're not trying to sell as many books as someone who's self-published. And I could be completely wrong because obviously I don't traditionally publish. Oh my god, Ozzy. I could be completely wrong. So if I am, let me know. But as someone who went through a vanity press first, thinking that it was a traditional publisher, and then moved on to self-publishing instead, I feel like I have a bigger connection with my readers and also my fellow writers, because I know quite a few writers that suck, but I have met so many more, especially in the horror genre, that are just the best in the entire world. And I am very lucky to have a group of friends that understand the self-publishing struggles, that are also just decent human beings and happen to be amazing writers. Like, I really should do a video about some of these indie writers that you should be reading, shouldn't I? That probably would have been better to do today. I can name them right off the top of my head, but I'm not going to. I'm dying. Reason number 3 that you should self-publish your own book is a little bit of a tie-in with reason number 1, and it's that you can write whatever you want. You can publish whatever story you want. I had this idea when I was younger that if I was to find a traditional publisher, that they would just publish whatever book I gave them, and that'd be it. And that's not really the case. They have to publish books that they can sell. And especially for a horror writer, I'm sure this goes with a lot of other genres, but it does seem to me that genres like romance and thrillers and even young adult, I don't know why it's considered a genre, but even young adult books seem like they are easier for publishers to sell. And this is probably just from my experience of being in a small town, so my bookstores are limited. Like, we don't actually have a bookstore in town. So we have a Walmart. And when you go into Walmart, on the bookshelves. The only horror writer I ever see on shelves is Stephen King. And that's just because he is the exception and not the rule. He's managed to make a huge name of himself, so they publish his books because they're going to sell because of his name. No matter what he writes, it's going to sell because of his name. So it seems like for the smaller books, most stores prefer to put romance and thriller because I feel like maybe women are bigger book buyers than men, and I'm not sure if that's true, so it feels like that, but that's not a fact. It's most likely just an opinion, so don't at me, okay? But it does seem like those genres sell better, and publishers just want what sells. If you manage to find a publisher that actually just wants to publish good fiction or nonfiction, then you have a gem, because it is still a business. So people worry about what sells better. And as someone who writes horror fiction under a female name also, a lot of my stories just would not be picked up traditionally. I don't like to water down my work too much. I like to just have that control to write whatever I want to write and say whatever I want to say and put it out there into the world like that. And you don't always get that with traditionally publishing. But self-publishing, you have absolute control. And it's a beautiful thing. Reason number 4, you can publish on your own time. You can publish as many or as little books as you want. It's up to you. I feel like actually this video should just be that I give one reason for why you should self-publish, and that's that it's all up to you. You have complete and utter control. If you want to publish 12 books in 1 year, you can do that. If you don't want to publish at all for 7 or 8 years, you can do that too. There's nobody to tell you that you have to write a certain amount each day or that you have to publish a certain number of works each year. It's your decision, and it's a wonderful and beautiful thing to have. The reason number 5 is just that you can do it now. You don't have to wait. There's no writing query letters and sending in synopses and 15 pages of your manuscript. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is go to Kindle and publish it right now. You can publish anything. There's nothing stopping you. You're not waiting for responses, and you're not spending your time waiting for someone to reject you or accept you. You choose to just take it into your own hands and do it yourself. And that's a beautiful thing. I love people that take charge and that are independent like that. So, oh my gosh, Ozzy, you are scaring me today. Okay, guys, so that's all I've got for you today. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Turn on your please turn on your bell notifications. I hear they work. And my books are in the description box down below. And if you have any questions about self-publishing, my inboxes are always open, or you can leave a comment down below. I will answer anything you want to know about self-publishing. I've been at this for a couple of years now. I've learned things along the way that I'd like to share with you. Maybe that's also a future video. It's funny how when today I was trying to decide what to film, I couldn't think of anything, and now I'm thinking of all kinds of videos that would actually take less time to do than this. But here we are. My books and my social media are in the description box down below. Make sure you buy them. Make sure you watch this video and watch the next video and go watch the previous videos. I'll have a video for y'all next week too. At this point, I'm delirious. I love you guys. So, that's all I've got for you. Kisses, my darlings. Never gonna believe this. There's a huge chicken in my room. Oh my god!
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Chickens don't gobble. You idiot. I hate you so much. Oh my god. I hate you. Chickens don't quack! You just... I just hate you!